All right, back here on a multimedia spotlight, standing here in the luxurious surroundings of the parking lot at Dumont High School here. Came out today as they rededicated the Hall of Fame at Dumont High School, and a girls' basketball game, Dumont against Farrell, and a good one all the way through. The guy officiating the game, a North Jersey classic, Bob Lauterhahn. Coach, thanks for joining me here on the Multimedia Spotlight.
I'm very happy to be here. Thanks for everything you've done for us over the years.
Well, I mean, as you're speaking that way, I think you kind of give the hint as to what this is about. I mean, you are down the home stretch of what is legitimately a Hall of Fame career in North Jersey sports, not just one in many of them. You refereed today. I think you got 2 more in. You're going to do the Jambo game on Friday night and then 1 more after that. I mean, after 43 years, why now is it time to pack it in?
My wife and I have decided to move to South Carolina. My daughter's getting married. She's buying our house. So it was just time. I've enjoyed every minute of it. There's been some great kids I've met, great coaches, great fans and referees, and with the media. Everybody's been kind to me over the years, but it's just time.
We've had some good times. I mean, I remember when you twisted your ankle in Union City, I think. Maybe early 2000s. We were limping around together down there. But, I mean, just, so many things I could ask you about, people you've officiated. And, like, when you start to go through the Rolodex of all the things, like, does one moment stand out, one game, one player?
There's been so many of them. I've been fortunate. I've had LeBron James. I've had Carmelo Anthony. I had Kyrie Irving an awful lot of times. My first game that I ever officiated, a varsity game, I had Kelly Tripucka. So there's, I've covered generations of kids. Tim Thomas from Patterson Catholic was a great one. And the kids, again, have been great. They've kept me alive and young for all these years.
And, I'm standing here wearing the Dan Finn Classic shirt, and I know you've been a jacket, and I know you've been a big part of that. I mean, just all these benefit games, and so much has happened that you've seen happen. I mean, me too. I'm 20 years into this, and so many different things have happened over the, but I think from my perspective, you can answer this too, is kids are kids. Over the years or no matter what, they're the same. It's the adults, I think, that have changed around them. What's your perspective on that?
No question about it. Coaches at this point, for the most part, you get along with coaches. There are some coaches that are coming in now that think that they want to recreate the wheel. There's some officials doing the same thing that think that the game is about them. It's always been about the kids. The kids are great, and I've had a ball just with all of them over the years.
Do you have one in your mind? You're like, man, I really blew that call.
Oh, God, yeah.
Can you remember one?
Let's see. Union County final. There was a goaltending.
What year are we talking about?
We're talking about probably about 12 years ago with St. Pat's and Roselle Catholic. And
no stakes on the line there.
When I saw the replay, I knew we blew it. But again, coaches moved on, we moved on, and the right team ended up winning the game.
How about best calls? Have you I really nailed that one?
I can tell you a good one that we had was the Passaic County final when DePaul upset Patterson Catholic.
I was there, yeah. I mean, that's early 2000s too. Well, Patterson Catholic's been closed a long time now.
Yep, so. And there was people that thought that the call was wrong, and when they went back, I actually got a call from the losing coach after he watched the replay and said, "You were right."
What is the celebration when you know you get it right? Is it like a...
Again, it's a little bit different with officiating because it's not about you.
Right.
You always want the spotlight to be on the kids. And again, we worked a game. I remember working a game on ESPN with St. Anthony's and Tyreek Evans and going up the block to a watering hole, being an Irish guy. We went up there and walked in, and people said, "You guys are basketball guys. You just missed the best game that we've ever seen." They didn't even realize we were on the floor. So that's the best compliment that you can get.
What are the chances that, next year I flip on a game preseason from North Carolina that ESPN, is trying to fill some programming, and there's Bob Lauterhahn running up and down doing a little referee?
There is absolutely no chance. My wife wants to be the only person to yell at me for the rest of my life.
Last one for me. How about the best heckle you've ever gotten? Can you think of one?
There's been many. I'm just trying to think. Guys asked me if I had my shoelaces tied together because I wasn't running well.
It's great stuff. And, you know, your legacy is strong here, too. I mean, I know your son is still the head baseball coach at William Patterson, where a place that you've spent a lot of years, too.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's got to be gratifying for you, too, that you came through here, you left your mark, and now you're riding out on your own terms.
Absolutely, and it's nice to do that. I always wanted, and I've said this for years, I always wanted somebody to say, why did you get out, instead of why don't you get out? And so point. I'm getting out on my own terms, and it feels good.
Well, Bob Lauterhahn from the NorthJerseySports.com community, we appreciate all the efforts that you've put in over the years, and we're going to miss you, pal.
It's been great dealing with you. Thanks so much for everything. You guys have been great to me.
Thanks, Coach.
Follow the leader.